Alright, our next quest thing is going to be write an equation for arithmetic and geometric sequences. So I just found these problems off the internet because I didn't have any example homework things to do. So the first one is finding if it's arithmetic or geometric. So we can determine this pretty easily. So first I'm going to write -9 and negative 27 thirds, because 27 divided by 3 is 9 times -1 is -9. So we have -27, 28, -28 to -29 to -10. I'll rewrite that as -30 or 30. So we notice that it's losing 1/3 every term. So our rate of change is -1/3. So we're gonna write, and it's consistent, right? So we write the recursive and then the other recursive arithmetic and geometric equations in T of n. It's basically y equals x, blah blah blah, but it's just with different variables. So our slope is -1/3 n, and then our first term is -9. So if we go one term back, we go to -26 over 3, right? Because we add 1/3. So our y-intercept in this case is -26 over 3. So that's our arithmetic equation for that problem. Sorry, my handwriting's really bad because I'm writing with I don't know, whatever. Alright, next one. It's kind of the same thing, you rewrite it. So 7 is 28 over 4. And then it goes 31, 17. Seventeen halves, you can write that as 34 fourths. And 10, we can rewrite that as 40. So I notice that it's going increasing by 3/4 every term. So that's going to be our rate of change, or m. So we're going to write T of n equals three-fourths n. And then we got to find the 0 term, so we subtract 3/4 from 28, or subtract 3, I guess, so it'd be 25/4 is going to be our y-intercept, So it's, they call it the initial value. So our initial value is, but it's the same. The initial value and the y-intercept are the same thing. Because it's where x or n equals 0. So it's going to be 25 over 4. So our equation is t of n equals 3/4 n plus 25 over 4. Next problem. Write the first terms of the sequence. So just kind of ignore those. I don't really know what they mean. Well, I know a1 is going to be our first term. So our first term is going to be 1. And I think it's going to be multiplying by 1/4. So 1 times 1/4 is 1/4. 1/4 times 1/4 is 1/16. And I'll do one more. 1/16 times 1/4 is 1/64. And then it goes so on, just multiplying by 1/4. So our this one's gonna be, oh, these ones up here were arithmetic, because arithmetic means addition or subtraction, and geometric is multiplication or division. So this one is multiplying by 1/4 every time, so it's going to be geometric. So the equation for geometric is t of n equals a times b to the n. So I'll explain what that means. So a means it's your initial value. So our initial value, or our first term is 1. So we're going to write t of n equals 1. Now b is the multiplier, so it's multiplying by 1/4. So it's going to be times 1/4. Oh, sorry, our a is not 1 in this case. A is the 0 term. Now to find our 0 term, we gotta do 1 divided by 1/4 to find our 0 term, because it's multiplying by 1/4 here. So to go backwards, we're gonna have to divide. So 1 divided by 1/4 is 4. It's basically saying 1 times 4. Because you can cancel these out, and it's just 1 times 4. Yeah, it just takes a little practice to get that. So our a value is 4, so we put 4 in there. 4 times 1/4 to the n power. Now I know this is right, because if we have 4 times 1/4 to the 1, it's going to be 1/4 times 4, right? Because 1/4 to the first power is 1/4. and 1/4 times 4 is 1, which, so we plugged in n, or 1 for n, right? T of 1. So we're trying to find the first. This is how they'd formally write it right here. And in our sequence, our first term number is 1. So that's how I know it's right. Alright, next one is write the first 5 terms of the sequence given. So we know A1 is -4. So I'm going to start writing -4, and it's multiplying by 10. So it's going to be -40 for term 2. -40 times 10 is -400. And the next one is -4,000. So we're going to write equation T of n equals, this is our model, sample, whatever, equation. So we're going to put T of n equals, now we have to find the a value, so it's the times 10 every way that way. To find the zero term, gotta divide by 10. So -4 divided by 10 is -4 tenths, or -2/5. So it's gonna, our a value is -2 divided by 5. Our b is just this number and these. It's our multiplier, right? So it's gonna be 10. And then we put n. Now I'll test the first term number. So T of 1 equals -2/5 times 10 to the 1. So 10 to the 1 is 10, so -2/5 times 10. -2/5 times 10 is -4. So T of 1 equals -4. And I know that's true because it says right here. And then I put it in my list here. So that's how you do geometric and arithmetic equations.